You're watching Less Than Epic's coverage of the Overwatch League. Enjoy the show.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Less Than Epic's Players of the Week. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this series, we will be bringing you the best offense, tank, support, and flex players from the most recent week of Overwatch League matches. With that, let's get things rolling. This week, both of our offensive and tank players of the week are from Philadelphia Fusion. For offense, it was a tie between Carpe and Shadowburn, and the tank of the week was Poco. Philly split their games in week 1 and week 2, but this week they had a very big statement win over the New York XL and beating out a much improved Shanghai team. When the rest of the Philadelphia crew play around the skill sets of Shadowburn and Carpe, it is easy to see how they were able to beat one of the top teams in the league this week. This team's combination of offensive players are questionably the best offensive duo in the league. This past week, we saw yet again Shadowburn's amazing patience with his ultimates to use them at the perfect time to capture a point or win games. When it came time for Carpe to shine, he was able to play against Pine, who some say is the best hit scan in the game, and at times outduel him in the battles of Widowmaker and McCree. We all know how well Poco has been playing in terms of his self-destruct ultimates. He's been able to get amazing kills, which we have seen from no other diva. While watching Poco play the first 2 weeks, he was playing very aggressively, which isn't a bad thing, but he wasn't allowing the strengths of his team to flex their muscles. In watching this past week's games, Poco was playing more to his team comp and creating space for his DPS players to really shine. When he plays like he did this past week, Philadelphia looks like it's one of the top 3 teams in the Overwatch League. Next up, we have support. The support player of the week honors go to Kelix of the Boston Uprising. It would be very easy to choose another Zenyatta for this position again this week since there were so many going off, but we wanted to point out superb play from one of the heroes that doesn't get a lot of love in the kill cams and in the kill feeds because of the lack of excitement from the visuals they get while you're spectating them. Kelix's play on Mercy was spot on and was, in my opinion, the reason why Boston was able to pull a huge upset over the London Spitfire. Kelix was able to, at multiple times and on multiple maps, escape certain death with just a sliver of HP. A lot of credit needs to be given to the rest of his team because it could not be done without them, but you really need to look at Kelix's play and see what I mean. Kelix, knowing his limits and the limits of his opposing team, were able to let him drop down so low in health without dying so many times, and keep his team competitive as we draw past the halfway point of the first leg of Season 1. This week's Flex Player of the Week goes to Seagull of the Dallas Fuel. Seagull primarily flexes in as a DPS for Dallas Fuel, and that was no different this week. At times, his teammate effect overshadowed his play, but that does not change the fact that having him in the lineup with the massive amounts of damage he was able to put out with Junkrat helped Dallas secure their first victory of the season. Dallas was unable to beat Boston this week, but that did not stop Seagull from having a great game by putting out tons of damage and letting Effect clean up all the junk damage from Junkrat. That wraps up this week's list of top players from Stage 1 Week 3 of the Overwatch League. Let us know down in the comments if you agree with us or who you think deserve to be on this list. As always, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.
If you like our coverage of the Overwatch League, let us know by liking and subscribing. And if you didn't, let us know why in the comments below. Maybe we can make it better. Thanks for watching, everyone.